Arena Fight fans, we are live.
Some breaking news. Sam Kerr is joining Chelsea on a 2.5-year deal.
Wow, that's what it's all about.
Easily browse at his own schedule to see upcoming fights or catch up on recent events. Never miss a punch by setting reminders that alert you on your mobile device.
I am here with the main event, Jay Swingler. How are you feeling?
Absolutely fantastic.
Are you not entertained?
Watch where he catches this, and look at his body positioning, and he has to pull that back around under his feet.
Navigate fight night with key moments. Replay the rounds and the action you want to see again and again.
Into the water for the final time. He's won the race to go along with a championship.
Absolutely magnificent. What a strike that is.
The following programme is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. From the four corners of the world, to the four corners of this ring, the fight starts now!
Touch gloves.
How do you like it?
Off the shoulder. So aggressive, so focused.
Look at these two guys! Still the undisputed champion of the world!
Hello and welcome to the OVO Wembley, London for a night of championship boxing as hard-hitting Australian giant Opeteia stages his first defence of his IBF World and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight title against Britain's hard-hitting Jordan Thompson. And this is what we have on the main card this evening. The IBF World Bantamweight champion Ellie Scotney makes her first defence of the title against Laura Griffer. And then Rhiannon Dixon and Katharina Fanders battle it out for the EBU European lightweight title. Then we go to the middleweight division where debutant Jimmy Sains takes on biologist Strazacek. And then the IBF International Cruiserweight title, Chevron Clark versus Vasyl Duga. Do not miss that one. That's going to be fireworks. And that leads us nicely onto tonight's main event, the IBF World and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight titles between Jaya Opeteia and, like I say, the hard-hitting Brit, Jordan Thompson.
How are you, man?
Well, so much to look forward to. And as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Barry Jones and Sky Nicholson. Just a quick word on the main event, you two. Looking forward to it?
Yeah, it's a huge step up for Thompson, but it's a chance he has to take. You know, I think with the inactivity of Opeteia, that gives him a bit of a chance. But let's be honest, it's a big ask, but it's a world title fight. It should be.
Yeah, 100% I agree. Obviously, I've known Jai from the amateurs, very slick southpaw, but also a very hard puncher. I think it's going to be a very exciting fight.
Cannot wait, so much to look forward to, but we are ready for our first contest of the evening. Our MC, David Diamante, is ready, so let's hand over to him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Ovo Arena here at Wembley, London, England for big night of World Championship Professional Boxing. We begin tonight with a 6-round flyweight affair set to make a ring walk. Please welcome Martina Bernile.
And here is the former European flyweight champ, Martina Bernile. She's from the city of Novara, now living in the beautiful city of Milan, nicknamed Little Tank. She's tough, game and naturally aggressive. She brings an 8-fight record into the ring, 5 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw. But now 37, and she was well beaten last time out. How much fight is left in the former champ? She's fully focused. Like I say, no nonsense. She's tough, aggressive. She's got a lot to prove. Can she?
And now entering the arena, please welcome the undefeated Maisie Rose. Welcome to the Ovo Arena here at Wembley, London, England for a big night of World Championship Professional Boxing. We are live on DAZN, and the whole night is being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored by Betfred, Stagefront, and Forged Irish Stout. All of tonight's bouts are sanctioned under the auspices of the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is Mr. Robin Smith. Introducing your third person in the ring at the sound of the bell from Watford, A-star referee, Mr. Bob Williams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the white trim. She scaled 8 stone, 1 pound, 1 ounce. Her professional record, 5 victories against 2 defeats, 1 draw, and 1 win coming by way of knockout. Le viene da Novara, Piemonte, Italia. Here is Martina, the Little Tank Bernile. And her opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. She wears the pink with white trim. She scaled 8 stone, 2 pounds, 2 ounces. Her young professional record thus far perfect, 4 fights, 4 victories. Here is the 6-time national champion fighting out of Eltham, London, England, Maisie Rose.
Amazing.
Okay, ladies, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
Here we go. First fight of the night. A familiar face over the last few months anyway. Maisie Rose Courtney in the blue corner. Taking on Martina Benile, the former European champion. Again, we see Maisie Rose Courtney at the centre of the ring. Naturally aggressive, and we like what we've seen, Barry.
No, yeah, she's been really impressive. She's trying to showboat when she's trying to sell herself a little bit when she's been able to, and you see there switching, so she's always a puzzle to solve. But ultimately, it's a work that tells the story. She's those quality combinations. She can be busy, she can be aggressive, and I expect it to be that tonight.
Shows us a bit of everything, Courtney. Naturally, like I say, really aggressive, likes to be on the front foot, but she can box, decent pedigree, and someone you know really well, Sky.
Yeah, I think we got to see a bit more of Maisie in her last fight. We saw a lot of aggression and a lot of punches in her earlier fights, and we got to see her relax and settle into it and have fun and box a bit more in her last fight, which I think was really good for her. You said before this opponent was well beaten her last fight, but it was against a very, very good Shannon Ryan, so I feel like this is a really good test for Maisie to see where she's at.
There's pressure on Maisie Rose going into this because of the way Shannon Ryan dealt with Benile.
I think yes, but I think it's also a really good opportunity for Maisie to maybe make a bit of a statement as well. Obviously, there is always talk about the two of them potentially meeting in the future, so to share an opponent so close, like one after the other, it's a good opportunity for Maisie here.
Good action there. Both fighters letting their hands go. Courtney on the front foot, Benile trading though on the back foot. Then her hooks go. You see the spite and the aggression again from Courtney there, Barry.
Yeah, it's just dipped her legs there. This one part of the shot. That's where she got the weight in it. Every little short right hand there as well there from Courtney on the on the spin. She's got to be careful she don't switch too often, that's all. She can not confuse herself, but just lack a bit of momentum doing that. But apart from that, it's a really good positive first round there from Courtney.
Yep, good lively opening round.
Round two.
So into the second round we go. Good positive start from both fighters in that opening round. Both meeting in the centre of the ring again. Though Benile, she does have a slight edge in experience as far as fights are concerned. Coming into her 9th contest this evening, it's that championship level, if you like, that she'll be hoping can be the difference. Like I say, former European champion, she's boxed 10 rounds 3 times. This is Maisie's first rounder, so there is a little bit of experience in the Benile corner. But again, we're seeing the good footwork from Maisie Rose Courtney, moving nice, lead right uppercut.
And being able to punch on the move as well, which is quite difficult. She's not just moving her feet then planting them to throw the shot. As she's moving away, she's sneaking a shot in before she gets on a bike, if you will, and then creates a bit more space, and then goes again. And again, that's good. As Sky said in our last contest, she relaxed a little bit more, and we started to see a bit more flow in her work, and I think that's continued in this fight.
You've done a fair bit of spot. That was nice, wasn't it? That really, really nice. Good work. Almost switching, like you said, Barry, she does have to be careful when she switches. Sometimes doing it in close quarters, as she's letting hands go, and we've said this time and time again, when you do switch, you do come square on.
But more than that, you throw a combination from one stance and it works, and then you switch. You want to do that same process again. Sometimes you can overcomplicate it for yourself at times. Trying to confuse your opponent will end up just stifle that momentum in some of your work.
You spent a fair few rounds with Courtney sparring, Sky. What are our strengths?
Yeah, we've sparred quite a lot actually. She can be very aggressive, and I think she's very strong for her size. Good size for her weight. That was a good round.
That was a good round for Courtney. Finishes the round with a lovely lead right hook, spins off the ropes. Positive start. Some deep breaths from the former European flyweight champion. So have a look at these highlights of that second round.
That was a lovely left hook because she threw that right hand there, just got a little bit of a twist of the core, and then came back then with a real snappy left hook there from Courtney. It was a good round again. It was thoughtful. She moved her feet, just created a bit of distance, and then when she attacked, she committed to her attacks, believed in the punches, and you seen the weight in the shots, and that left hook was the best punch of the lot.
See Courtney opts into stand in the corner. I've always wondered that, you know, even when you're sparring, you never sit down, do you? And I wonder why do we always? What are all boxers? I mean, this is. Can you answer this question for me?
This is my argument with my coach. So I actually stood for my whole last fight, my 10-rounder, in Mexico a couple of weeks ago, and I loved it. It's definitely not been something my coach has been keen for me to do, but I usually get my way, and I did this last fight, and I loved it, honestly. And that's my argument. We don't sit down in the corner when we're sparring. So why do we do it in the fight?
How about you, Bazza?
I used to sit down in between in the rounds, and stand up in between the rounds. That's why I didn't really go very far. Yeah, no, I do understand. I do understand this good work here. Let's forget about that. This is good work here from Courtney. Just starting to close the gap there with that front foot now. Put a bit of pressure here on Benin.
Yeah, do you know what that was? That was thinking out loud. Back to the fight. Yeah, good stuff. Again from Courtney. I like the way she moves, gets back to the centre ring, always allowing space behind her.
Got caught there though. Just went to throw that hook from too far out and got caught with a straight right hand there.
Benila, you can see she's starting to switch a little as well.
Step back. Buono Marco, dai, aumentiamo. Più attenzione, è quello, il lavoro è quello,
Get back on the jab now. She's looking for the big shot here, isn't he? But just keep cutting into that jab so the opportunity presents itself.
A little bit of blood on the right side of Maisie Rose.
See that?
Forehead. Maybe a little cut?
The left side of the forehead. Yeah, might be
there was a cut in the last round, the end of the last round, I think there was, and I'm not sure if that's a mark from there.
I think she's seen it, Benila. Look, spared her on, but she's got her head low and she's walked onto a couple of uppercuts there from Courtney. Got to keep that guard tight, Benila. Can't get clumsy, can't get carried away.
Really good round there, Benila, didn't know, trying to be more aggressive and come forward, and that just helped Courtney then produce even better work in this round, just getting those combinations together and planting her feet with a bit more purchase in the punches, and that was again another good round for her, to be honest.
She's finishing the combinations with the hooks, and she's having a lot of success, isn't she?
I think the referee's just going over to either corner, and just to see that swelling and that little bit of a cut there on the forehead was actually a clash of heads, just making that official.
And into the fourth round we go. It's been a good performance so far from Courtney. We've seen a bit of everything. She's in there with a former champion, yes. 37, perhaps her best days behind her, but still she's dangerous. She's very proud and wants to turn her career around, so she can see she's tries, coming forward. Nice right hand from Benile. Done the right thing there, Courtney. Grabs hold of Benile, span her into the neutral corner, looking for those uppercuts and hooks.
Just dipping the legs and rolling there, and then when she's doing that, she's coming back with a shot. Usually the uppercut through the middle there, Courtney. That's what's getting success in that little combination. But I think we have a boxer who can get stoppages. I think she does a little bit too much, trying to show you everything she can do. I think she concentrates on working on a solid jab and pushing her opponent's back. I think with the way she throws her punches and the purchase she can get in some of the shots, she will get the stoppages.
She always looks very confident, Courtney. See a bit of everything, didn't we? A bit of head movement, lots of footwork.
Sorry, but look at there, Darren. Did you see her? She throws a jab, and then rather than take a step back, before she did take the step back, she just dipped to the side and threw another shot. She don't need to move her feet too far away.
Lovely shot, nice right hand, sits in the pocket, looks for the uppercuts to hook to head and body, sorry. Shaking the head. Benile, she's trying, you can see it's good momentum on the front foot, but she's lacking in the hand speed department and falling short over that front foot. She's got to be careful. She can walk onto an uppercut, but she does walk onto a nice 1-2 from Courtney. Good round, Sky.
Yeah, really strong round. You can see she's turning the screw now. She's going through the gears.
Yeah, it was another lovely right hook as she was back onto the road. Positive stuff from Courtney. She looks as if she's enjoying herself in there. Shannon Ryan up next. She looked very, very good, didn't she, against Benile?
Yeah, I've been sparring Shannon a lot, actually. She was perfect sparring for me for my last fight, so...
This is her opponent.
Yeah, well, she's fighting a southpaw, so it was actually perfect.
It is, exactly that.
Perfect for each other for the last 8 weeks or so.
Zina Zernak on the pads. There is Maisie Rose and her opponent, Benile.
Benile's actually got a real big welt just over the right eye. I'm not sure if that's from the original clash of heads a couple of rounds ago, but it's really come up as she sat down in the corner.
Move into the 5th round. This very good performance from Maisie Rose Courtney so far. Starts this round on the back foot, moving, poking out the jab, looking for the screw shot with that lead hand, switching, very subtle the way she switches to southpaw.
But Benile's got a rusher like that. But move the feet with the hands. The feet are not as quick as her hands, unfortunately, so she can have the hands go, but she can't close the gap.
She's definitely improved. I mean, she started her career really, really well, Courtney, but there was that eagerness to really impress and bite down on the gum shield and let big shots go. But you see it now in her 5th contest, boxing nicely on the back foot, using her opponent's momentum to land the shots, and it's all starting to come together nicely.
Yeah, I think the relaxed and composed Maisie is the best Maisie we can see. So when she's settled down and relaxed like this, you can see some really lovely boxing.
And ironically, when she's relaxed, she doesn't pant as much. When she does pant the feet, well, then she feels more comfortable to slip inside and roll underneath the shots.
I've always said it as well. It's always good to kind of get a fighter to hold back that fire and that determination rather than try and find it in a fighter. And she's starting to do that now. She's boxing nicely, moving ahead, avoiding the shots from Benile, who just has struggled to land anything of note, anything clean. She's tried, but has looked frustrated at times.
Quick quick now. It's going to be slowly, but it's quickly becoming an easy night's work here, isn't it, for Courtney? He's literally just making Benele miss and making her pay every time she misses with a shot. Benele's trying to let her hands go, but again, her feet are not fast enough to close the gap when she does throw in combinations, and that's just allowing then Courtney that time and space just to roll underneath, dip the shoulder, and pick her shots. Well, so far tonight, faultless, I would say.
What would you grade her up until this point, Sky?
I think she looks. I think Maisie looks really, really good. Out of 10, I'm going to say 8, only because I've seen more of what she can do.
An 8. It's a good score. A little wink at us at ringside here.
That was at me, Darren.
Was it? Yeah. Sky gets the wink from Courtney as we go into this final round. A little spring in the step of the Londoner. Benele on the front foot. She's got to try and find something there. She finds a nice left hand, misses with the right, but finishes with the lead shot.
And I'm not upset if she gets caught. Especially when she squared the feet there, as you mentioned earlier, when she's switching and she got caught with a shot. It's not a heavy shot, but you need to get caught because you need to realise that's a mistake. And she's making so many little mistakes, and she's so dominant in most of her fights. Let's be honest, all the fights to date, and this one even more so. Things are working so well for her that you still need to see some of the things that you need to improve on, and that's one of the things I think we looked for in this fight. And let's be honest, we are looking for things right because she's doing everything so right.
Yeah, and there will be tougher tests for sure. That's not taking anything away from Benele. It's been Maisie Rose Courtney who's made this an easy night by moving, taking the space away from Benele.
Well, we've seen with women's boxing, unfortunately for them, they don't have time to get that apprenticeship. Once they get to they get to this level now, the next time now might be a European title fight, and then before that, you find a world title by the end of the year, or beginning of next year. It goes that quickly for them. So the errors have to be ironed out quicker than maybe in the male side.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's good that they're not moving Maisie too fast at the moment, though. She is very young. She's only just turned 23 this week. She's still in 6 rounders, and I think it's really good for her development. There is no rush.
And where would you put her into 8 rounds?
Probably her next fight, I would say.
Well, it's been a very good performance for Maisie Rose Courtney against a former European champion, Martina Benele. She's boxed lovely. See some swelling above the right eye on the forehead of the Italian. They embrace at the end. Should be over the moon. Maisie Rose Courtney with her performance, holding that gum shield out of her mouth. She walks back to coach Tony Sims, who I'm sure will be over the moon with that performance. Moving in the right direction.
Yeah, she's moving in the right direction. But again, though, as I go back to that point, I think what Sky said is 100% spot on. There's no need to rush her. She is only 23. But how would you hold her back? Against who? Do you have to keep fighting the same people again? It'll be in the end. I think women's boxing is more organic than the men's. That they can hang around. They don't have that luxury to hang around. You criticise about people getting title shots before they're ready, but they don't know where to go. That's the thing. And also, by the way, the step up, as you attest to, the step up from one level from the level you're at now to world level is still a big, steep step.
Well, David Diamante has the scorecards. He is ready with that verdict, so let's hand over to him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action here at Wembley, London, we go to referee Bob Williams' scorecard. It reads 58-56. For your winner, she's still undefeated, Maisie Rose.
Yeah, a brilliant performance from Maisie Rose Courtney there, being a former European champion. She looked composed, she looked relaxed. She was in full groove, really enjoyed herself, and you can see the smiles there.
I'm not sure which 2 rounds they didn't give her. I don't know if I'm biased, but I struggled to see a round they could have given Benele there.
That's the old case of you've done better than that round, so we'll give it to you. She didn't win a round. You're right, she didn't win a round. I think that was as comfortable as a winning huge fight,
wasn't it?
Let's be honest.
The scary part of boxing, I suppose.
Oh, she trots over sorry, Barry, to the neutral corner. We're going to hear from Maisie Rose Courtney. She's with promoter Eddie Hearn and our reporter for the evening, Jamie Ward.
Maisie Rose Courtney, congratulations. Professional victory, number 5, always a smile on your face. You wanted to show that bit more control, more composure through 6 rounds. Why can you be happy with that this evening?
I'm happy because if you've ever watched me box before, I'm like a ball in a china shop. Head down, swinging, trying to get people out there. But I listened to Tony, and he told me to stay smart, stay clever, and I did. And yeah, I got the win. Martina
Benile is a good fighter. She took a very good Shannon Ryan 8 rounds here, last time out, has won European titles as well. What was the thought process? Because I think deep down you always knew this was going to be a difficult fight tonight.
It's just step up after step up after step up. You know, I'll fight anyone. I'm a fighting woman, I don't care about stuff like that. You know, like I said before, I fight for a world title now, but Eddie won't let me, but soon.
I just wonder, it's coming up to a year now since you made your professional debut in a banged-out arena for the Katie Taylor card, here in this very arena. When you think about how much things have changed for you over the last 12 months, you've got Conor McGregor backing you with Forged Irish Stout in your corner as well now. How happy can you be with the strides, Maisie, you've taken inside and outside the ring?
Not just Conor McGregor, I've got a Conor Ben as well. Yeah, let's not forget that. But yeah, I've got a good backing behind me. I've got good people supporting me, wanting me to progress in my career. And yeah, I'm over the moon for how quickly I've come. I think it was 10 months ago, whatever it was, I did debut here. I'm back here again and still winning.
Promoter Eddie Hearn. She's not short of confidence, which is great to see, always entertaining. Where are we at right now in this journey and what's next in your opinion?
I think that was definitely her best performance yet, you know, the most mature. I know she pinged her hand a little bit early on in the fight and it allowed her to box smart, and I thought tonight was a mature performance from Maisie, like she said. Sometimes she likes to go in there and just let everything go, which is exciting, but as you step up the levels against a European champion, you need to be a bit smarter. So I think her most complete performance tonight. Now we move to 8 rounds. If Tony and everybody's happy, she'd fight next week. But, you know, you do have to think about the camps, and it's not just the 6 rounds in there, it's the camps. It's the 8, 9, 10-week camps. She makes a lot of sacrifices early in the morning to get out, to get over to Tony Sims' gym, to do the steps, to do the sledge, and it's tough work. So got to make sure she's fresh, she doesn't get overtired. Like I said, she would fight next week. She's building a nice support base. Thank you to everybody that came out tonight to support her nice and early as well. And the future's bright for Maisie. You know, we're dedicated to the women's code in the sport, and I believe she's a future world champion.
Maisie, final one to you. I know when you first started out, you often took it a bit personally when these fighters were calling you out on social media, but like Eddie says, as you have matured as a fighter and a person, you've known to take it as a compliment now. Just talk us through how that thought process has changed.
Listen, if you're getting called out and people want to fight you, you're doing something right, ain't you? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm everyone's golden ticket, you know? Might as well call me Willy Wonka, mate. Everyone wants to fight me. Everyone wants to box in a matchroom show, get the limelight. I'm just the girl to beat, aren't I?
The golden ticket. Maisie Rose Courtney, congratulations to you. Well done. Tony, my mic's cutting out.
All smiles from Maisie Rose Courtney, promoter Eddie Hearn, and reporter Jamie Ward. And here's the story of the fight, Barry.
Yeah, came out fast there, holding her feet a little bit more than we've seen. Nice and relaxed, as Sky was telling us throughout the fight how much she's improved with her relaxation and picking the shots well. Really picking the shots, a bit more weight in the punches here, and once you come off her toes a little bit and started sitting down, and then pick the girl coming forward, she looked like a boxer here who's going to get stoppages as she moves up in levels. I thought it was a really good stand-up performance from her, a better performance, and every fight now she's improving and improving.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about Shannon Ryan versus Zina Shirley.
Yeah, brilliant performance by Maisie Rose Courtney. But next week, I don't think it gets much bigger. What a fight we are in for.
Leaving home doesn't mean you're leaving alone. Leaving home doesn't mean you become a stranger. In fact, wherever you go, they will follow. Follow through the mist that rolls in from the treads. They will march on together, until they meet Nottingham, Leeds, Wood,
He's having success! It's over! It's all over!
Warrington.
Glory returns to Leeds and to George Warrington.
face to face, in the battleground, in the middle ground. There's no turning back.
Cannot wait for that one. The roof is coming off of that venue. So that's Wood Warrington next weekend. Then October the 21st, Catchall versus the old veteran champion, Jorge Linares. Then the rematch, we run it back. Chantel Cameron, the new queen, versus Casey Taylor, November 25th. And then the very intriguing fight between Bam Bam Rodriguez and Sonny Edwards, December 16th. So much to look forward to here on DAZN. And next up, it is Shannon Ryan versus Zina Zernek. Here we are at the weigh-in yesterday at the Box Park. Zernek weighing in at 113 pounds, looking good, looking solid. And there is the pocket rocket. Shannon Ryan looked so good last time out, weighing 115 pounds. That is tonight's second contest. And we are ready to go. David Diamante is in the ring. Let's hand over to him now for our introductions of tonight's second fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest, 8 rounds in the super flyweight division. Making way to the ring at this time, please welcome Ksenia Jorniak.
And here is the no-nonsense 30-year-old southpaw from Romania, Ksenia Jorniak. She brings a 17-fight record into the contest, 11 wins with 6 losses. So she does bring experience into this fight, and she will have to call on every bit of that experience this evening against the very talented Shannon Ryan. She's fought 10 rounds 3 times, losing to Welsh fighter Ashley Brace for the European Super Flyweight title. She also lost to Dina Bursland back in 2017 when she challenged for the WBC Youth Super Bantamweight title.
Now entering the arena, Shannon Chaos Ryan.
Well, Jordan Banjo, yesterday's weigh-in labelled Shannon Ryan as a pocket rocket, and to be honest, I think that is the perfect way to describe her. She's from Watford, 5-0 as a pro, and like we've said a couple of times already this evening, last time looking very, very good, defeating the former European champion and one half of tonight's first fight, Martina Benine, beating her comfortably on points in her first 8-rounder. A performance actually that she called punch perfect. She's a very good fighter, classy operator, short, compact powerhouse with tremendous speed, skill and power. She's a brutal body puncher, tapping upstairs and dropping into the body. So let's see if she can follow up that impressive victory last time out against Zina Zerniak this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Oval Arena, Wembley, London, England, live on DAZN, we are set to go with our next bout of the evening, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored by Betfred, Stagefront, and Forged Irish Stout. Introducing your third person in the ring at the sound of the bell, from Doncaster, A-star referee, Mr. Michael Alexander. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds of boxing scheduled in the super flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting into the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the gray trim. She scaled 8 stone, 1 pound, 7 ounces. Her professional record, 11 victories, 6 defeats, with 3 wins coming by way of knockout. She fights out of Humadora, Romania. Please welcome Ksenia Jorniak. And her opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. She wears the black trunks with the pink trim. She scaled 8 stone, 3 pounds, 1 ounce. Her professional record thus far perfect, 5 fights, 5 victories. Fighting out of Watford, please welcome Shannon Chaos Ryan.
Right, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just close.
So, first round of the second contest of the evening. Shannon Ryan in the blue corner, Ksenia Jorniak in the red corner. Eight rounds in the super flyweight division. Straight away, rocket Shannon Ryan on that front foot, poking out the jab. What a lovely jab that is, Sky.
Yeah, she's got very, very fast hands. Ryan's very explosive, really, really good gauge of distance.
The variation as well, Barry, so good. The head, body, coming in for all angles.
Yeah, it is. I gotta say, I don't want to be controversial here, disagree with you. I think the jab can be better. I just think, you know, she uses a range finder, just feels with it, but I just think she can really step, because she's so powerful. She steps in. Yeah, you can step and do a double step and double jab with that, and it can be a powerful punch. You know, once she gives you something, it gives you that judgment of the distance, but also pushes your opponent back onto that right hand. You can fully commit with that long right hand then. I think she has the sort of strength and style to do that. And also there's fast feet as well then, just to move around the target. So if something comes back, she's in a safe place, but she can also go again.
You could call this a step up again. Last fight, she did take on Bernile, who we see in the first contest, outclassed, against Maisie Rose Courtney. She is a former European champion, but Jorniak, 17 fights. So she does have some experience. She's fought 10 rounds 3 times, so she got the call on that experience in this fight. Like I say, she's a very good, classy operator in Shannon Ryan.
She just tagged it there, Ryan, with that right hand a few seconds ago. Again, she was doing that touching with the jab, which I was sort of half criticising her for, but it worked. And as Jorniak came forward, she popped it with a nice little screw shot there with the right hand. It's a good first round here for Ryan.
Yeah, positive start from Shannon Ryan.
Estimated collision in T-10. 9.
Can you confirm satellite collision is imminent?
8. 7. 6. 5.
Collision avoidance maneuver.
4. 3. 2. 1. Satellite collision averted.
It takes the whole force to protect space. Join us.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 2.
So into round 2 we go. Very good opening round from Shannon Ryan. Again, you can see that aggression on the front foot. Almost fainting with her feet with that lead hand. I must say the chin does come a little higher.
I just thinking that myself, yeah. She's a little bit, when she's caught there.
Just as she's poking that jab out, Barry, it just rises slightly, doesn't it? She was just caught with a lead right hook from Jorniak, and another one over the top. That's a nice right hand of her own.
I just think she goes back in straight lines here, Ryan, where she doesn't, because she's got a nice wide stance and it's a powerful stance. She sits down a little bit lower. The lower you get, the better. But then when she takes a shorter step back and then pivot to the left or the right, but mainly to the left, that just takes you out of the punch, out of the range of the shots without retreating too far and giving your opponent confidence to want to walk you down a little bit more, or think they got you going and chase you. You'll be out of range, but they got to turn to look for you.
There's still stuff to work on for Shannon Ryan, as good as she has looked. It is only a 6th contest.
And she did only have 10 amateur fights as well. She did start late in the game, and I think for someone with the amount of experience she has, she possesses a lot of talent and skill.
Yeah, she comes from a kickboxing taekwondo background. She actually represented Great Britain in taekwondo. That was a lovely right hand, wasn't it, Barry?
But again, not retreating too far, just sitting down on your shots a little bit more, just sitting down. And good lovely left hook as well. They're really working the body well here on Ryan. And stealing that space with that front foot. It's that right uppercut, left hook combination again.
She's looking to sit in the pocket now. She's got her hands high. Looking to fire back with quick counters as soon as the gloves of Zerniak touch hers.
Meet the all-new MG4 EV. Say yes to comfort and practicality. Say yes to range. The all-new MG4 EV. Say no to compromise.
Next in the corner, Shannon Ryan.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 3.
And a little bit of a smile and a joke as she comes out for this 3rd round. Shannon Ryan. Again, on that front foot. There's a little spring in her step, moving it. Her head side to side, poking out that lead hand. Lovely left to the body. But again, Zerniak showing how brave she is. Firing back, she's favoured that lead right hook.
Jorniak's elbows have tightened right up. I don't think she likes those body shots.
Yeah, sickening. Left to the body. That was something that was so impressive against Benile last time out. From Ryan. Again, right hand to the head, followed by the left to the body.
Yeah, good right hand there. They just maybe got a little bit too close with the front foot. Then she couldn't really get that left up in the play. It was a big heavy shot.
That was a better jab, Barry.
Yeah.
Still not happy. Oh, taskmaster, you.
But I think everything comes off it for her, and I think then no, she doesn't need it now because she's already closed the gap.
Barry, a right uppercut, it's the blood coming from the nose of Zerniak. Looking a bit jaded.
This is where you got to get low now. You get low and throw high. You sort of feint to the body, throw that big right hand over the top. Zerniak there, she's game, but she's a bit flat-footed, so you know she's not going to move her feet. So if you come into the shot, you know you're going to hit her.
Yeah, she's got the fire in her eyes, Ryan. Looking at that left to the body again, and the face of Zerniak becoming a bit of a mess.
Look at that right hand. She needs to disguise it a bit more.
Good variation with that shot, Barry, hasn't she? Like you said, she'll bend the knee, she'll look for that right hand as she does there over the top, she'll fire it up through the middle.
But look how more effective it is when you tip the legs, so much more leverage you get on the shot. You've got to come up with it, you push off that back leg, more power, more leverage, more accuracy.
What does the army of the future look like? It looks like you. Technology will help us do incredible things, but nothing can do what a soldier can do.
Second down, round 4.
Well, that was a very good previous round for Shannon Ryan. We entered the 4th round. Can she build on that? Saying the nose. Zerniak is damaged. She lands a nice lead right hook, though. Obviously fighting out of that southpaw stance. She leads with that hook really, really well. Moving. She has had some success, Barry, but nothing to trouble Ryan.
And it was important there, because when Ryan got tagged there, because there's not much on the shots of Zerniak, Ryan fired back straight away, and I think that's good, because they know that there's then make Zerniak, every time she wants to throw a punch, she has to think before it. And now it slows her down and take away her confidence, and then before you know it, she'll climb up and not throw any shots. And that should then theoretically allow Ryan then a free range just to walk her down and just let the punches go. And I would say in combinations now, not fast flurries when there's nothing on them, but 2s and 3s and 4s of weight, accuracy, really sit down and then just plant your front foot right in the centre of her stance and wing away.
Yeah, looking strong, looking powerful.
Something that me and Sky would never do, because they don't have to jabbing our heads off like, you know, we're doing it the clever way. We're doing it the clever way.
Managed by Anthony Joshua's company, 258. So it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for Shannon Ryan moving forward. You can see the logo on the back of her shorts, along with O2, who's a sales advisor for the company. Again, that was good work, Barry. I know you'll like that. A couple of shots and she moved ahead after.
Well, it's explosive. She picked the moment she's going to throw, and she's committed to the attack. So there's sharpness in her work and explosive shots, and they're all scoring punches, Scott.
Yeah, I'd like to see her keep turning the screw here. She had her hurt in the last round, so I think she's got her measure, and she should start really putting the foot down on the pedal now.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. And a sustained attack. Surprises me actually that she doesn't have any KOs. When you see her planting her feet, she really does look a hurtful puncher. Well, I tell you what, there's debuts, there's very good debuts, and then there's the debut that this man had, Ibrahim Suleiman, the explosive first round victory last time out. He talked the talk and he walked the walk, and we see him just warming up there. He'll be up next against this man, Joshua Ocampo, Colombian now, fighting out of Spain. He's up against it, Suleiman. He really did look a good fighter last time out. And so far, so good for this fighter here. Shannon Ryan doing everything right, starting to turn the screw ever so slightly. Some damage to the face of Zerniak, who, credit to herself, keeps throwing that lead right hook. Tries her best, but as Barry said, no real purchase on the shot, and this is kept.
Well, this is the jab I'm talking about. This is waving the hand there. I know she's got it where she wants it. She can do what she wants pretty much. But again, if that jab, she's working that jab like a proper weapon, and stepping behind it to the head and the body. That's doing damage, and it's still doing the job that it's doing now, lining up the distance for the right hand.
And that could become, as you say, a weakness when you move through the levels. Some good fighters will come over that shot. They'll see it coming and they'll try and counter. But like we say, we have to be patient with Shannon Ryan. Only 5 fights. This is her 6th. Nice strong right to the body. She took that well, Zerniak.
I tell you what has been good for Ryan is the pressure with the feet. We're talking about the punching, but the pressure with the feet. She hasn't given Zerniak a second gap of space. She hasn't given her no escape routes to get all the distance. She's pressurised her all the time. So even when she's not throwing punches, she's always under pressure, always feeling the presence of Ryan.
I'll tell you what, Sky, she's certainly done her groundwork. Her sit-up, Zerniak. She has taken some meaty lefts to the body.
She's really had to bite down these last couple of rounds with those body shots. We've all been cringing here at the table.
And again, as you said, Barry, that pressure on the front foot, just constantly making Zerniak move. So tiring. Romanian bravely throwing that lead right hook again. She just hasn't trouble.
Just a few feints for Ryan now and again, that's all. Just maybe
Draw out
draws,
the lead, yeah.
And then she can explode then into those combinations then of weight and accuracy.
Yeah, another solid round in the bank for Shannon Ryan there. She comes from a kickboxing taekwondo background, now fight with boxing. I was about to say she's born to fight, and you can see here brilliant work from Shannon Ryan.
Well, when she puts her punches together, it looks class and quality, and you can see also the way she turns from the core, where she generates the power from. That kickboxing stand, she's got that nice wide stance. She sits down on that back leg to push through the punches. So there's more of that. I think it's been a really good performance from her. Again, that's the second one on the spin now, where she's been, not just highly dominant, but I think her shot selection has been really good. Again, the body shots have been another fantastic asset to her game. And the only thing I've been critical of is the jab. And it's because you're looking for things that I need to be critical of, because she's doing so well.
Yeah, an awful lot to work with for the team of Shannon Ryan. Very good fighter. See the concentration in her eyes. That pressure on the front foot again. Nice right hand. She walks Zerniak onto that. More of an arm shot and looking for that left to the body. Just turning the screw and letting the shots go.
Yeah, that was clever there, wasn't it? The way because she looked like she was going to take a step back, and she moved the back foot, but the front foot sort of stayed there, and she come straight back with the right hand.
That right uppercut, Ryan. Just swaying back out of range.
Exactly what it was, when it just the chest over the front knee, and then just leaning back, but still in the centre of your stance to come back with a shot. That's it, there's the jab.
That's the jab, yeah. Solid shot.
Well, it puts Zerniak back in a box again straight away. She covers up from that jab.
Is there anything Zerniak can do, Sky?
It's not looking that way. I'd probably like to see her move a little bit more. I know she is moving, but she's covering up and planting herself on the ropes a bit. She needs to try and take some centering, get a bit of space behind her, give herself some moving and breathing room. But easier said than done when you've got a very tricky operator in front of you who's taking that space, whether she's throwing punches or not. Like you were saying, Barry, her feet are very, very good. She's very good at controlling the distance and keeping her under immense pressure, and I think those body shots are definitely taking their toll as well.
I think in round 2 you said, she's tucked those elbows in really tight already, feeling the body shots. Now we're in the round 6, and she's already she's still here. You gotta give her credit. She's still taking the shots, but she's
game as they come, Barry.
On a high
really
nothing
is.
at the minute.
Yeah, the face of Zerniak, bit of a mess. Not sure if that's blood from the nose over her left eye or a little nick. I'm not sure, but the nose certainly damaged. Mervyn King working on that damaged nose, and contrasting image in the blue corner. Shannon Ryan, calm, relaxed, not a mark on her. She'll be enjoying this, won't she, Sky?
I'd definitely be interested to know what Zerniak's corner's actually telling her, what they're trying to get her to do.
Probably something like you said, just move a lot more, run.
Yeah.
Just get out of the way.
But she can't, she's flat-footed, that's not her MO, she's not going to run. What she needs to try and do is try and block and counter with the same hand.
That leader.
If you can.
Yeah, it's been very impressive so far. 7th round of this 8-rounder. A little smile on the face of Shannon Ryan. Yeah,
happy fighter's a dangerous fighter.
Absolutely.
They say that though, but I was always happy and I was never dangerous.
Same.
Do you know what? I think that makes 3 of us.
Yeah. We were more dangerous than you, Dad.
Yeah. I think I damaged my opponents more with my terrible body odour.
Your beautiful smile. Yeah, okay.
Oh, lovely lead screw shot from Shannon Ryan. Working away here. She's trying to force the stoppage. But again, the Romanian Zerniak, so brave, so game. Letting her own shots go.
And this is where now we're getting low and rolling into the shots will work so well for her. She's picking the shots well and putting the pressure on. You're just rolling into so you constantly can just you're avoiding shots and finding new gaps.
I tell you what, I say again, it really is a brave effort from Zerniak. Look, she's well losing this fight, but she really is letting her hands go, almost trading with Ryan. In that little passage a moment ago.
The women are tough. The women are so tough.
It's like a battle between you two.
I promise you, there is not often you see a woman just give up. Like, unless she's been counted out.
I mean, listen, I've been to the birth of all my children, and I can tell you one thing, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a tough business, and you're in it, you know what to expect, you know, and she's been in hard fights before, so she'll know how to cover up and, you know, and take this thing out with a few shots, but it's been a hard night's work for her tonight, for sure.
Yeah, like I say, been 10 rounds 3 times, fought for 2 titles, the WBC youth title and the European title. So she knows how to fight, and she's showing here she knows how to look after herself.
Everything has to be hard. You know, lights on it, to live no hard. She done shit. You just got bare rounds of Nina. She done nothing. She don't want to take them out.
Seconds out, 8th and final round.
Well, the last round of this contest, and the contest that Shannon Ryan really has looked good. Again, I've got to give so much props and credit to Xenia Zerniak. She shows so much toughness, and she's been extremely game throughout. But she's been well beaten, the face damaged. The body certainly would have been damaged around that right side of hers, through those left to the body. And again, she just misses with a nice body shot there, Ryan, but you can see the power.
I think all she needs now, I think, to add to her game is just different angles of attack. So she throws lovely combinations, her variety's good in her work. See the little bit of there, what she did there, a little bit of the feet, in and out with the feet. I'm on about feinting and then moving your feet fast to change the angle. But doing what she did in and out with the feet, that gives you a different timing to your attack. But then once you get to the target with a shot, you can take that little turn around, that semicircle around the body you've got to work with, and you can move around there and still throw punches from slightly different angles, which gives you far more effectiveness in your work.
Brilliant variation again from Ryan. Head, body, there's uppercuts, there's hooks, a bit of everything. Walking Zerniak down again. Credit to the Romanian once more. She's trying to stay away from the ropes in the corner.
Good right hand there from Ryan as well.
Yeah, good shot.
Good performance.
Very, very good performance. I actually think she has really good angles. I don't want to disagree with you, Barry, but I think if you look at her among all the other female fighters, she's probably...
Two brilliant shots, two really good shots. It started with a right hand, then there was a long left hook, and it almost looks as if Zerniak was stunned for a second. She closes the show in style, Ryan. Leans over the ropes in a red corner, Zerniak. And in the blue corner there, doesn't even look out of breath. It was a tremendous display from Ryan. Good punch selection, like I say, the variation, and What would you grade her? I've asked Sky in the first fight. This fight.
I'm not really good with numbers.
We'll do the old format, the A through to F.
I would say this: like, she showed good work ethic. She dictated the pace from the offset, and she had good concentration because she never sort of lost her shape. Even though she had the woman on the run from the wrong, she could have made silly mistakes. She never. She kept to her plan. Had to work her way to the body. I thought it was a really good performance, a mature performance.
Yeah, very good performance from Shannon Ryan. And once again, our MC, David Diamante, is in the ring. He's ready with the decision, so let's hand over to him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action here at London, England, we go to referee Michael Alexander's scorecard. It reads 80-72 for your winner. She's still undefeated, Shannon Chaos Ryan.
Yeah, respect at the end there. A very good winner, very good display from Shannon Ryan. Jerniak, she was tough, she was game, but well beaten there. All smiles, as you can imagine. Standing with our MC for the evening, Mr. David Diamante. We're going to hear from Shannon Ryan, see what she thinks of her performance. She's with our reporter once again, Mr. Jamie Ward.
Shannon Ryan, congratulations. The OVO Arena here in Wembley becoming a familiar hunting ground for you. Last time you were here, you said it was punch perfect. How would you break down your performance through 8 rounds there tonight?
Yeah, I got caught with some shots. It was my first southpaw, so I'm incredibly happy with that performance. We've been working hard for this one as well as all the rest of them, and I thought I displayed a very good performance for a southpaw for my first one.
Jerniak, so tough. To head and body, you hit her with absolutely everything in there tonight. It looked like you might have forced a stoppage. Although you didn't get her out of there, Shannon, why is this the perfect type of opponent and learning you need at this stage for your career?
I definitely need to step on more. I feel like I am an explosive fighter. I do believe I'm strong, but it's now setting up. We work on setting up, but it's now really developing that in the ring, getting them more fights, pushing forward and really using the explosive and the legs that I have to get these girls out of there.
Quick question here to promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, Shannon spoke very passionately at the press conference. She says she's too fast, too strong, too sharp, and she'll take over this super flyweight division. From what you're seeing so far, what gives you the belief that this could very much be the case?
Again, I thought it was a fantastic performance tonight. You know, I was sitting next to Tony Bellew there. He said to me repeatedly, this girl's very, very good, and she is very, very good. Got to believe in herself, got to believe in her ability. Don't hang around the levels too long. Of course, I know she's still got some developing to do, but she's dealing with these opponents easily, winning every round, looking to stop them. That's 6-0 now, 2 8-rounders. I want to see her move up to 10 rounds into championship fights, 2 or 3 of those. I believe she's going to go on and fight for a world title, definitely in 2024. You know, I think it's a great division. You've got some great champions. You know, I heard her talk about Senisa Estrada and girls right at the top of the tree. There's some big flagship fights out there for her. She's very dedicated. Wasn't even blowing in there after 8 rounds. You know, got a great team of people, trains very hard, very professional. You know, and when you do that and you have the ability, there's no stopping you. So for me, 10 rounds and titles next. I think she's ready.
Shannon Ryan, great performance. Congratulations. We're only just getting started. I think there's certainly a lot to look forward to. Well done to you tonight.
History. Live on the DAZN pay-per-view, October 14th. 4 icons of the game face their judgment day. The Nightmare KSI faces the destroyer of influencers, Tommy Fury. And global superstar Logan Paul makes his explosive return against Jiu-Jitsu world champion Dylan Dennis.
History will be written.
October 14th is Judgment Day. X Series 10 live on the DAZN pay-per-view, October 14th.
Well, we're ready for our next contest of the evening. We're rattling through these. Our MC, David Diamante, is ready for the introduction, so let's hand over to him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, from London, England, we're set to go with our next contest. 4 rounds in the lightweight division. Now entering the arena, please welcome the White Wolf, Joshua Ocampo.
So here is the Colombian now living in
Ibrahim Spider Suleiman.
And here is the extremely confident Ibrahim Suleiman. And he has every right to be confident because his debut back in August in his home city of Birmingham was magnificent. Magnificent. He's destroyed the Italian-based German Michel Concha in the opening round following a barrage of unanswered shots. As an amateur, he was a four-time national champion, and having watched him last time, you can see why. He's got quick hands, razor-sharp reflexes, and he's a very intelligent counter-puncher. Suleiman is managed by his friend and British rapper JK. And I said this last time as he walked for his debut, he describes himself as a future world champion on his social media handles. So no pressure, Ibrahim. Over to you, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Wembley Arena here in London, England, we are set to go to the next bout of the evening, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Was sponsored by Bedfred, Stagefront, and Forged Irish Stout. Introducing your third man in the ring at the sound of the bell, from Watford, A-star referee Mr. Bob Williams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds of boxing scheduled in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears the black and white trunks. He scaled 9 stone, 7 pounds, 6 ounces. His professional record, 8 wins against 15 defeats. He has 4 draws, with 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando de Cali, Colombia, introducing Joshua, the White Wolf Ocampo. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the red and blue. He scaled 9 stone, 9 pounds, 8 ounces. His young professional record thus far perfect. 1 fight, 1 victory, and that victory came by way of knockout. He fights out of Birmingham, England. Here is the 4-time national amateur champion, Ibrahim Spider Suleiman.
Okay, lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest future corner and stay there. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
Well, I'm pretty certain we're going to see a fast start here, Barry, from Ibrahim Suleiman.
What gives you that idea?
Second belt.
It was that debut back in the Galau, your fight card in Birmingham. So explosive. Like I say, didn't let Michel Concha off the hook.
But he didn't rush his work, though.
No, he didn't.
I know it sounds almost like a stupid statement to make, but he didn't. He wasn't like swinging like a maniac. He was doing this. Just once he landed with a good shot, he really went for it.
That was what was impressive, Sky, in that debut for him, was the variation. We've seen it already, just sinking in 2 hurtful shots to the body.
Yeah, definitely. You know you're going to be in for an exciting one when they're 1-0 and 1 KO.
Yeah, they want to follow it up, and that was another left to the body. He's got Ocampo exactly where he wants him, on the retreat, on the back foot. Be trying to pin him in the corner on the ropes so he can let these big shots go to head and body.
I always say, when you got, if you're a puncher, just make them feel it early, your opponents. Whenever you hit them, I know it's ironic coming from me, but whenever you hit them, just make them feel it, because then they know what they're up against. They'll panic a little bit. And every time you set up and throw a punch, they're going to overreact, either tense up too much, or run away, or fire, and they'll make more mistakes.
Is that what you did?
I made all my mistakes against punches, I did, yes.
He's doing the right thing here, Suleiman, trying to slow that movement down, targeting the body, trying to sap the energy out of those legs. Exactly where he wants him. Credit to the Colombian. He moves away from that neutral corner.
Cut the ring off good though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Sharp footwork. You see, he has that tremendous amateur pedigree, 4-time national champion. Oozes confidence.
Step back, step back.
He needs to get his jab back into play here. He's got nice long levers. Make the most of all the powers at the end of those long shots.
Good.
That's out of Birmingham. He has spent some time on the road. Traveled back to the States. He did some work with Floyd Mayweather Sr. So he's a servant to the game. He lives and breathes it. And again, you're seeing that constant pressure, turning the screw, applying pressure.
Getting too close though, I feel. No, I think.
Yeah, smothering his work at times.
Only a little bit. I just know I mean, he's not smothering as such, but he just lack a little bit of leverage in some of the shots.
Would you say that's over eagerness?
Yeah, well, he knows he'd heard already. He caught with the 1-2 over the spar side of the ropes, of the ring, and he felt it, Ocampo, and then he sort of did the right thing, Sullivan, and he increased the pressure. Just got a little bit too close.
Pulled back from the jab of Ocampo, and you know he's hurt the Colombian. He's letting his shots go ahead, body. Doesn't know what's hit him, Ocampo.
What he's done so well here as well, Sullivan, what he did so well there was he never got too close to that front foot, so Ocampo couldn't hold on, could he? Fantastic.
So we've all seen Santander's annoyingly great cashback thingy.
And sure, getting cashback's really handy right now.
They've got cashback. We're gonna fight back.
Nothing has hit us harder than Santander's £10 million in cashback. Well, so what are we gonna do?
What do fighters do?
Santander customers get a share of over £10 million in cashback every month.
So what are we gonna do?
Dunno.
That's another explosive round in the bag for Ibrahim Suleiman. Superb barrage at the end there. The variation on point, the speed, the power. Credit to Ocampo. He's still there. He looked dazed. He looked hurt. He's under pressure here again, Barry.
Well, because he has natural power, he doesn't load up. I think that's the impressive part here for Suleiman. He doesn't load up, so everything he throws is smooth and fast. Even the elbows, which he's been told off for now. But even that barrage at the end of the... He's doing a little lean back to throw a right hand. He didn't load up, but they just used the speed and the weight of his body, and they had Ocampo in a little bit of trouble. But the follow-up attack was fantastic from Suleiman. He didn't get too close. He got his front foot in the centre of the stance and was allowed to get leverage in those body shots, the uppercuts through the middle.
It'd be a real statement if he was able to dispatch of Ocampo inside the distance, spinning with some good opposition. Lost to Oxford's Jordan Flynn. Beaten 7-0, Charles Frankham. And 3-5 Alex Murphy, but all on points.
Just caught a sweeping right hand at the temple there, Ocampo, and just had to hold on a little bit.
If you're at Ocampo's corner, what are you saying right now?
Move.
Do you want it in Spanish or English?
Don't change the subject. Oh, lovely right uppercut followed by the right hook. Good stuff by Suleiman. The knees buckle of Ocampo. Another sinking right to the body followed by a right uppercut. He's doing absolutely everything he can. Ocampo to grab hold of Suleiman, smother his work, but fantastic stuff from the Birmingham fighter.
He's complaining here about hitting the back of the head there, Ocampo, but I'm not quite quite sure about that. He got hit with some real quality shots there. And Sullivan kept throwing, so he couldn't hold on.
Brilliant barrage of shots. Raining in from all angles. Just poking out the jab. I think he's trying to draw out the lead of Ocampo so he can look for that right hand over the top of it. So patient. Doesn't get too greedy, but when he's hurt his man, he really does put his foot on the gas.
Right, step back. Let him go. Let him go. Both of you. Box on.
He's got to somehow try and push. It's obvious to say this. Everyone would say with a smaller fighter, but you've got to try and push somehow, push someone back. But you're walking into shots here, aren't you? Without the risk of walking into a shot.
Again, yeah, just took his head off centre right near Sullivan. He threw the right hand. He missed the right hand of Ocampo. He just has absolutely no answers at all. But it's fantastic work from Ibrahim Sullivan. Must be said, that is 3 fantastic rounds in the bag as a professional from the Birmingham fighter.
Estimated collision in T-10. 9.
Can you confirm satellite collision is imminent?
8. 7. 6. 5.
Collision avoidance maneuver.
4. 3. 2. 1. Satellite collision averted.
It takes the whole force to protect space. Join us.
Oh, once again, a blistering start from Ibrahim Sullivan. Is there anything this Colombian Joshua Ocampo can do to weather the storm?
But to his credit, he did weather the storm. There was one right hand there, but someone caught them on the ropes, and I thought that was it. His legs dipped a bit, and I thought he was on his way out. But he survived, he just to hold on, and you see the end of the round to his credit.
He's trying to tighten up that guard now, Scott. He's trying to avoid those uppercuts. Ocampo.
When you listed off some of the people he's gone the distance with, it's you kind of can expect that he knows how to survive and he knows what he's got to do to get through the fight.
Plenty of fight in Joshua Ocampo, that's for sure. Some blood coming from the nose of the Colombian. He's on his left arm at the minute.
That's what he used to do, Sullivan. She find those 1-2s right down the centre of the line. Even if there's not much on them, just that, and then because you've got enough range and length in your legs, just that little half step back if Ocampo wants to fire back off your punches, and then you can fight that big right hand on the middle, or the uppercut right through the guard. Just got to tease him, force him, invite him to come at you now.
Poking out the jab, Sullivan. Yeah, he felt that right to the body, and again he followed that with another shot. Hurtful body punching, jumps in with a left hook, followed by a 1-2. Good sustained pressure from Sullivan.
Good composure here from Sullivan as well, because Ocampo's pulling some faces and sort of trying to show a bit of toughness here, saying he's not hurt to me, but Sullivan's not biting into that. He's just going around his work, going about his work, I should say.
Yeah, very controlled, isn't he?
Some real damage to the nose every time he blows it out. See the spray of blood coming from the damage. Getting that pressure evident from Sullivan. He looks for the body shots again. Ocampo complaining there's some shots at the back of the head. I think it's more the reach that he has. Lovely work. Again, just puts his foot on the gas. He doesn't rush anything. He doesn't get too greedy. He's calculated. He's spot on. He's accurate. He's sharp, Barry.
Well, he has the arrogance of a puncher, doesn't he? Because again, just walking him down, not getting excited, thinking I've got to get him out of here now, because he knows he has the natural power. If I can hit you right, you're going to be gone. but just still doing enough work to make sure he wins the round. And put that little caveat in there as well. He's doing enough to make sure the round's comfortable for him. They're not rushing his work, not panicking. And that's always a sign of a quality fighter.
And there's a real maturity from his display. Lovely right uppercut. He walks onto that one. Ocampo done so well. The knees dipped again. Beautiful shot.
Meet the all-new MG4 EV. Say yes to comfort and practicality. Say yes to range. The all-new MG4 EV. Say no to compromise.
Just looking at some of the highlights back on our monitor there, and some of those uppercuts from Ibrahim Suleiman in that third round. So hurtful, so accurate, and again, I have to give Joshua Ocampo credit. The knees did buckle, but he's still there, Barry.
And he's one of those guys, Suleiman, he's so tall and long that you think, as long as I get to his chest, he can't find the range, can't find the space to land the shot. But he can. As we've seen, Ocampo really pretty much got his head on his chest, where you should be, theoretically, and he still found the gap there, the front line with that lovely uppercut. Suleiman. He's really impressive, and I'm glad we've seen more of him in this contest.
What is it that's really taken your eye, Sky, from Suleiman?
I think it's the really smart and controlled pressure. He's keeping him under constant pressure without rushing his work, without smothering his work. He's picking his shots really, really well. He's patient, and for someone who's had one oh, here we go.
Right to the body, sorry, Sky. He followed it up, back upstairs, and he dropped with the left as a good sustained attack once more. He's looking at that right hand. The body shot definitely hurt Ocampo. Credit to the Colombian. He's still on his feet, still trying to let his hands go, Barry.
Look there from Suleiman, and he took a step back, but he switched stance. He once said switch stance, which allowed him just to fire back again straight away and keep Ocampo under pressure.
I said it in the previous round, 22, very mature in his approach to a fight, doesn't rush much. He's very eager to get the finish. Ocampo complaining again about a shot round the back of the head.
But things like that will affect a fighter, you know, with this sort of experience. You'd either think, oh, he's panicking, and you jump on him too quick and smother your work, mess your work up, rush your work, and he doesn't. So focused.
Another left there, Barry, from Suleiman hurt Ocampo. He's still there. Just walks onto a jab from the Birmingham fighter, who is in full groove here.
Work inside, put your arm out, let it go, let it go, let it go. Great stop box.
Trying to bide some time, kill some time. Ocampo just grabbing hold and pushing Suleiman into that blue corner. But back comes Ibrahim Suleiman, centre of the ring, pushing back Ocampo. With credit to him, he's moved. He's tried his best to stay out of danger, but it's been the body shots, it's been the uppercut. Well, look, name the shot, he's thrown it.
That right hand's done most of the damage, hasn't it, for Suleiman. Well, Campbell's done so well to survive. He thinks he's going to see the final battle. It looks like that way, and he deserves to as well. And for Suleiman to get 4 rounds like this and under your belt, even though he's controlled everything, he hasn't got frustrated. He hasn't been able to get the belt there. He's just stayed controlled, stuck to the plan. He's very focused, and I thought that was an outstanding 4 rounds from him.
Yep, outstanding indeed. Ocampo, I think he wants to give Suleiman a hug and say, boy, you're some fighter, because in his debut, he looked incredible against Michel Concha, and he's just produced 4 tremendous rounds there against the tough Colombian Joshua Ocampo. Calm, relaxed, mature, you name the word. And it would be accurate to the performance of Suleiman this evening. say only 22, Barry. Still so much to learn, but
I think he was magnificent. Do you?
Amazing.
Yeah, I struggle with that word, Barry.
Magnificent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then you corrected yourself by saying it again. You said magnificent. I mean,
look,
magnificent.
Sky, I boxed for 23 years, right? That's a lot of punches to the head. I've got to forget, do you know what? I've just got to forget these big words. I try and be smart. We've spoken about this before, Barry. I've just got to realise I'm a dummy. But anyway, someone who's not a dummy is Ibrahim Suleiman. Absolutely punch-perfect display this evening. See a smile from Joshua Ocampo. Brilliant performance. Our MC David Diamante is ready with the verdict. Let's hand over to him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds here in London, we go to referee Bob Williams' scorecard. It reads 40-36 for your winner. He's still undefeated, Ibrahim Spider Suleiman.
Yeah, brilliant display. They hold him aloft, hands high. He'd be buzzing with that performance, and rightly so. Punch perfect. Don't get me wrong, we understand opposition will get tougher, fights will get harder, but you can only beat who's in front of you, and there's a way that you beat your opponents, you beat the fight out of them, and that's exactly what Ibrahim Suleiman did this evening. And next up is Billericay's finest, the hard-hitting, no-nonsense fighter, George Liddard, on the pad warming up with coach Tony Sims. Look forward to watching George Liddard up next. And we have Ibrahim Suleiman ringside with our reporter Jamie Moore. Let's hear from the victor right now.
Ibrahim Suleiman, congratulations. A quick 6-week turnaround for you tonight after a very special debut in Birmingham. How did it feel to get back out so soon tonight?
First of all, I want to say, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel, Allahu Akbar, yeah? And secondly, I want to get out ASAP. I told to stay active. This is me building my career, learning the game, getting the rounds in. And this is what I'm going to keep doing. We keep going to come in. We keep going to show up. And this time we keep going to get the wins, inshallah.
You're in there with a tough man tonight in Joshua Ocampo. Only stopped twice in good company. Took fighters like Jordan Flynn 6 rounds as well. You hit him with everything, but what positives can you take from banking those 4 rounds for the first time as a professional tonight?
I've got to bank these 4 rounds to move up. So, alhamdulillah, everything happens for a reason.
Promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, Ibrahim might have been a little bit late for the press conference this week, but 200 tickets sold tonight, great atmosphere in here. He's exciting, so I think you can forgive him, can't you, on that front?
Yeah, all action, great punch selection, and you know, a lot of activity in there tonight against a tough opponent who's grimacing from first round to the last, but he needs to bank those rounds. He needs those rounds rather than just first round blowouts, and he's very exciting. Got to keep him active. I'd like to see him move up to 6 rounds. Again, big thanks to everybody that travelled down from Birmingham. He sold a lot of tickets up there just a month or so ago, and they've all travelled with him tonight. So it's going to be a fun journey. JK and the boys doing a great job. Activity is key for great young talents.
Ibrahim, final one from you, a message to the support in here tonight who made the trip down.
Yo, Birmingham and Yorkshire, I love you all, man. I love everyone for coming out. And bismillah, here, we're going to get to the top, inshallah.
This is going to be exciting. Ibrahim Suleiman, onwards and upwards. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And a reminder that NFL Game Pass is now available on DAZN. Catch every game live throughout the regular season. And there are some exciting Week 4 matchups this weekend, including Ravens at Browns, Commanders at Eagles, Chiefs v Jets. And the NFL Red Zone Week 4 really heating up. There is our arena for this evening's boxing, the Wembley Ovo Arena in northwest London. And as we gear up for the final contest of this Before the Bell segment, let's hand over to your MC for the evening, Mr. David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, from London, England, we're set to go with a special middleweight attraction. Set to make his ring walk, please welcome Peter Quiche Papo Kramer.
Here is the 33-year-old Hungarian Peter Kramer. The tough, game, hard fighter has been in with some very good opposition. Josh Kelly, Mark Dickinson, Jack Flatley, Sam Egginton and Janae Boston, to name just a few. But he does come into the fight coming on the back of 2 wins, winning both of those inside the distance. To be honest, I think that's what stands out when I look at his record. There are 14 wins. 10 of those have come inside the distance. So I'm pretty sure he'll be trying to look for some of those big shots this evening against George Liddard.
And now entering the arena, the undefeated Billericay bomber, George Liddard.
And here is Billericay's extremely popular. You can hear the crowd. And hugely exciting, George Liddard. 4 fights, 4 wins, 3 by stoppage. Liddard made his debut on the undercard to Dillian White's win over Jermaine Franklin Jr. last November, where he defeated veteran Nikola Matic, landing a TKO win 25 seconds into the second round. Liddard's second fight lasted a round longer than his first, when he stopped Daniel Prislek towards the end of the 3rd round in March this year. In his 3rd fight, Liddard secured the quickest win of his short career in June this year, stopping Nicholas Jernak inside the opening round after knocking the check down 3 times, and last time out was involved in a cracking contest when he took on Holland's Bas Oosterweigel, winning the fight over 6 rounds. Billericay's George Liddard.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Oval Arena, Wembley, London, England, live on DAZN, we are set to go with a special middleweight attraction. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored by Betfred, Stagefront, and Forged Irish Stout. Introducing your 3rd man in the ring at the sound of the bell, from Doncaster, A-star referee, Mr. Michael Alexander. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the green camouflage trunks. He scaled 11 stone, 6 pounds, 5 ounces. His professional record, 14 victories against 8 defeats. He has 3 draws with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Budapest, Hungary, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Quiche Papo Kramer. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the white trunks with the red and black trim. He scaled 11 stone, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. His young professional record thus far perfect. 4 fights, 4 victories, 3 of the 4 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the 4-time national champion, fighting out of Billericay, Essex, England, George, the Billericay bomber,
Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just close.
for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. In the blue corner, Billericay's George Lidard. In with Hungarian Peter Kramer. He's been impressive, Lidard, so far in his career, Barry.
John, I love his jab because when he throws that left hand, he sort of turns his shoulder into it. It's almost like a ramrod left hand more than a jab. So you can see when he lands with it clean, you can see the opponent's head really rock back. Talk about using it as a weapon.
Beautiful shot. Varies it as well, head and body. He'll fire it from the hip from time to time. Like I say, he's in there with the tough game. Hungarian Peter Kramer. 14 wins, and like I said in his ring walk, from those 14 wins, 10 have come by KO, so he does pack a bit of a punch, so Lidard's going to have to be switched on.
And these sort of opponents are difficult to gauge, because when you have like 14 wins and 8 defeats, you're always coming to win. You want to be good enough, but what it proves with him as well is how tough that he is, Kramer. But I did write down he's hittable, and I just think with someone like Lidard's accuracy and weight in the shots, if you're hittable, it's a hard night's work for you.
Yeah, and you can see him already, Barry, aggressive on the front foot. He does look like a hurtful puncher, doesn't he, Lidard Sky?
Yeah, he's definitely proven he has very impressive punch power. I feel like George impresses more every outing. I think this is a good challenge for him because this opponent has 10 times the amount of rounds that George has had. So he's very experienced. Again, probably knows how to survive, knows what he's got to do. The tricks of the trade to tie him up and save himself in dangerous situations. So it'll be very impressive for George to end this in style inside the rounds.
And what Sky's alluding to there is it's very important, because when you get a guy who knows how to survive, especially in those hurtful, tricky moments when they are in trouble and how they can fill their way through rounds, it's how someone like Lidard and the prospect doesn't get frustrated, doesn't get upset or loses shape, and that's very important, how they react to that.
Yeah, showing patience in there. Lidard takes a right hand from Kramer though. Just threw the right over the low lead hand of Lidard. He's back on the front foot, mixing up the shots, head and body. 2 good shots to the body, but that was a nice right hand by the Hungarian.
It was also good, the response is also good from Lidard. He went straight back on the jab, but what he's doing quite well is he's throwing his combinations, not really stepping back, just tipping his legs. So he's just getting a little bit low, so if anything comes back, it usually misses, and he can fire back straight after them, Lidard.
Yeah, he's always there, he's always in range, he's always ready to set up an attack. Good opening round.
The long night, the drills, everything that goes into our training, it all prepares you for battle. I just never thought about the other battles going on out there.
Very strong
When they realise that children starving in the region.
Seeing these kinds of things, it changes you. To know that we've helped and made a difference, that's what I'm most proud of.
Good opening round. Here we go into the second of this contest, the 6th rounder, like I say, in the middleweight division. Good work at the start of this round from Lidard, just skipping to his right, Barry, creating new angles.
Yeah, I love that, don't I? Yeah, just opens up the body there for that left hook to the uppercut, or left hook to the body, just gives him a whole different angle. Someone from a safe place as well. Even that little foot there, just a little, like half a step to the side there, with a little step to the right foot.
Yeah, this is good pressure. He's got Kramer backed onto the ropes. He moves away now, the Hungarian to his left. But that was a good onslaught. Mixing up the shots, head and body, and boxing nicely, Scott.
Yeah, he's hard to fault. He's very, very controlled, smart, picks his shots, changes his shots. Really good punch selection. I really like the way he's changing between the body and head, trying to get some openings in that tight guard from Kramer.
Yeah, like what you said, Barry, I like that Lidard's always there. You know, he's dipping, he's slipping, he's sliding, but you throw a lazy shot, you leave an opening, he will counter, he will look for that shot.
And with aggressive fighters, you're always more susceptible to taking punches because you're the one piling forward. Someone's going to be coming back, of course. But the fact that he tries to move the feet, you know, if you've got that semicircle around you, like that's half a clock face, he's taking a minute's movement every time he throws a punch. Just takes you a little bit off the line of the return shot. It makes a huge difference. Or like see there, dipping the shoulders, just taking your head off the centre. All that just helps you, avoid as many reactive shots as possible.
The right with a nice left to the body, and the right hand over the top, the knees of Kramer dips. Credit to the Hungarian, he's still there. But that was a lovely shot.
Needs a shot through the middle there, and a nice little uppercut through the middle there. When Kramer leans forward a little bit, looking to fire back.
Good work. So deceiving as well, his work rate, Lidard's. It's a kind of a constant pressure. Always throwing shots. He'll change up the power.
But he's smooth, isn't he, with his movement? So he's not fleet-footed, but he slides into distance and he's smooth with his work. So it looks like he's not really loading up, but he's turning from the core with every shot.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. He doesn't look like he's loading up anything. It's so relaxed. But when it lands, it's a thudding hard shot.
The variation, and we're seeing that again now. The left to the body, he'll drop the shots, the hands come down from Kramer, then he'll go back upstairs with that right hand. Intelligent stuff.
He's just a really good all-rounder, I would say that much. He just doesn't do loads of things wrong. Even there, it's a lovely bit of movement there. Enjoyed it himself, actually.
Yeah, brilliant round from George Lidard. A long walk. Unsteady walk back to that red corner from the Hungarian Peter Kramer.
When you're starting your attack, now when you're starting your attack, don't stand in front of him afterwards. You have to. All he's got, right?
Lovely crunching right hand there to the body there from Lillard, but he's showing the variety in his work there. That right straight hand punching through the guard there of Kramer. And again, there's a little pause after he throws a combination just to look for that bigger shot. And then he finds a gap, dips the head over to the side, throws that right hand over the top, and has Kramer in a little bit of trouble. Try to follow it up, but Kramer again, without all that experience, doing enough to just get a little bit closer, just take a little sting off the shots. It's been a fantastic, really controlled performance here from Lillard, who's showing us again the fuller range of shot selection that he has.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from the Billy Ricky man. Buzzing in that Tony Sims gym at the minute, and the sparring that Lillard would have been doing with the likes of John Ryder, Jimmy Sains, who's fighting later on in his debut. Some real class operators. And
even there, he threw a jab and a right hand. It wasn't a 1-2, but he put a pause in between it. No, it just seems like he just threw two straight shots, but it's not. He throws a jab and he waits a little half a second, so Kramer thinks like he's coming back. Then he throws the right hand. It's intelligent, but it's disguised intelligence. That sounds like Ben Davison.
Brilliant analyst, Barry. But yeah, for a 21-year-old, only 4 fights in, very mature performance. The variation, I keep saying that word, but we're seeing plenty of it this evening already. And in this contest here from George Lidard, I mentioned the gym, very, very busy night. We've already had Maisie Rose Courtney from the Matchroom Gym stable. George Lidard now at Jimmy Sains in his debut. Been with Tony for 3 years. This is long-awaited debut, as I say, and then the big one, Jordan Thompson fight for the Cruiserweight World title. So they'll all be sat ringside cheering on one another as Lillard goes back to work. Head, bodies, changing up the power, the speed, making it difficult for Peter Kramer to read anything at the minute. And already, third round, it seems as if the snap, the power's gone out of the shot of Kramer.
I was going to say that, well, Lillard though, he's dictating the pace now. He's playing at a fast pace, but it's his pace, so he's comfortable. Now, as time goes on, we're going to see different how good he actually is, but someone else can make it for us.
Body shot.
Yeah, good work. Start with the right to the body, went back through the middle with the right uppercut. Nice, sinking in, left to the body, skipping side to side, Lillard. Good footwork, good variation with the shot. Brilliant performance so far from the Billericay man. Is there anything Kramer can do, Barry?
I don't think so. No, you got to try and check it out, and that's the best he can hope for here. Try and fire when there's a gap there from Lillard, but even though Lillard sets himself up, he's always looking for something to fire back. He's always looking for something to counter off. Yeah, there was a couple of shots there that Kramer threw, and Lillard just countered with a nice short left hook. Just a little arm shot, but just a reminder to Kramer that you throw a shot, I'm going to fire back with one even better, and good work again from Lillard. Very impressive stuff.
So we've all seen Santander's annoyingly great cashback thingy.
And sure, getting cashback's really handy right now. They've got cashback.
We're gonna fight back.
Nothing has hit us harder than Santander's £10 million in cashback. Well, so what are we gonna do?
What do fighters do?
Santander customers get a share of over £10 million in cashback every month.
So what are we gonna do?
Dunno.
Come back, use right hand, yeah? Do it again and again, and then the next time, boom, put one on his head, and you draw his hands down, yeah? You hold it up tight, you let's draw them gloves down up here, yeah?
Sound advice in the corner from Tony Sims there. Jab, jab, step to the sides, create openings. We've seen how good the footwork of Lillard is. Just poking out, well, I say poking out, he's really snapping out that jab, Barry.
And I think that helps him set up everything straight away. He just really steps in with that jab. Turns the front foot in a little bit when he uses the shoulder behind the punch.
Will we see a stoppage, Sky?
I feel like the body punching from Lillard has kind of removed the danger from the power that Kramer might have had up until this point. I feel like you see the redness on his body and those thudding body shots we've seen. It's kind of taken any sting away from what Kramer might have been possessing earlier in the fight.
There's a nice little short right hand in side there from the Hungarian Kramer, but like you say, really reddened across the body and the face. And that is the question now, I feel. Will Lillard get the stoppage?
Well, it's about trying to increase the pace and intensity but without over-forcing it and walking on anything silly. What Sky's saying is spot on. You have seen a massive reduction in this, not just the power, the speed of the shot, everything. So everything looks forced and pushed now from Kramer. But still, you start making mistakes and rushing your work. That's what you want with one good shot, and all of a sudden a tired fighter becomes an energized, motivated fighter.
Good work again, starting at the body, finishing upstairs with the right hook. And you can see the face really starting to damage of Kramer, right in the centre of the eyes. Not sure if it's a cut or just a bit of a graze.
Just looking for those big shots a little bit here. No, he's looking for the perfect shot here. No, they just go back to the jab again. The solid jab, not that flicking one he's just threw.
God, again working the body. Just missing with the right hand. Little arm shot, just looking for that over the jab of Kramer.
But he's done this himself. Lillard's done this. The sheer intensity of his pressure in the early rounds and the weight of the shots, as what Sky said, has made Kramer just a slower, more stationary, easier target and an opponent to come up against. So now Lillard can relax and enjoy himself.
He's almost stopped Kramer from leading. I'm not too sure if Lillard likes that. I think he'd like to fire back with counters, Lillard, but the Hungarian, I wouldn't quite say he's in his shell, but a little wary to let the shots go as Lillard again goes through the gears
Well, that needs you to punch so he can find the gap and find the space to finish you off. Because that doesn't, the way he shapes up, I think his intelligence is better than what you think by the way he shapes up. You think he's going to be route one, but actually he's thinking while he's in there all the time. You can see him looking to change the shots, looking for the gaps, looking for the mistakes to make, what the Kramer will make. And again, another easy down around for him. And he's made this easy for him by all the work he did in the first 3-4 rounds.
Yeah, another solid round in the bank for George Liddard.
Yeah, a bit of a flat. No, you're looking good, man. Good. Look, you got
With some very good fighters. He's in with another very good fighter with George Liddard firing on all cylinders. Let's listen into the corner.
Spain, so we'll then go again, alright? Yeah. Alright, you start getting older in that. Under the shots around the body, something and you see it. Alright, George? Yeah. Looking good, mate. Here, George. When you work, George. Alright?
Second down, round 5.
Into the 5th round we go. A dominant one-sided performance so far from Billericay's George Liddard. Kramer just poking out the jab. Some rare success from the Hungarian. He's landed a couple of right hands, but generally it's been Liddard just going through the gears, up in the tempo. Good variation, to use that word again, head, body. You see it again, shots raining in from all angles.
Just up the intensity a little bit, hasn't he, in this round, maybe with an intent to try and force a stoppage here, Liddard. Again, though, doing that, but without loading up, still staying nice and relaxed, not rushing his work.
It seems to be on the mind of all these young fighters. I think they understand the nature of the business. You want to look good, you want to entertain, so you want to get the stoppage.
Well, the promoter's saying at every show, isn't he? At every show he's saying, listen, these shows now, this is your chance to impress. You have to impress, and there's a backlog of fighters begging to get on shows. So if you're not a puncher, you've got to look absolutely fantastically flawless in your ability, and if you are a puncher, you've got to put it out there and get rid of people early. Or effectively, or honestly, or whatever. And when you go against someone like Kramer who's tough and durable, then you've got to do this, systematically break him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's doing. He looks jaded, he looks hurt, but he's still there, Sky. It's impressive in its own from Kramer.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said right at the start of the fight, he's had 10 times the amount of professional rounds as George, so you know you're going to be in with someone who knows how to survive, who knows the little tricks of the trade that are going to keep him in there. But I think George is doing a great job of breaking him down, and I think we could see the stoppage.
I mentioned his last contest against the Netherlands' Bas Oosterwegel. It was a brilliant fight, Mary. We were lucky to commentate on that great fight, and you can see he's kept his time and his distance from that fight into this fight, and there'll be valuable rounds that he learned in that last round and that last fight, and in this fight the same thing, though he's had it all his own way.
This has been an easier fight for him.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's learning how to create and find openings, and he's understanding that some of these guys out there are extremely tough.
The Oosterwegel looked like he could have been stopped 4, 5, 6 times. If the referee on his corner with us with the towel in, referee would have stepped in, we wouldn't have argued. He was just so tough. But again, the work ethic's been good here from Liddard. He's been really busy.
It's starting to look like Kramer has absolutely no answer for him.
Only arm shots coming out, no power in the shots from Kramer at all. Credit to him, he's still there because he's been under the cosh from the brilliant Billericay fighter George Liddard. A big step up for Rhiannon Dixon as she challenges for the European title this evening on our main card tonight at 7 p.m. live on DAZN. She takes on Katarina Vanders, the experienced fighter who's been in with some of the very best. And there she is, the veteran, been in with some very good fighters. She's seen it all. Lost in a A tough fight against Terry Harper. Looking very relaxed, calm, composed, as always. Great fight to look forward to, like I say, on the main card at 7 p.m. Well, it's been a brilliant contest. If you're a George Liddard fan, 5 very, very good rounds in the bank for the Billericay fighter. We go into the 6th round. Credit must be given once more to Peter Kramer. Kramer, the Hungarian, he's still there. He's taking some big shots, not just to the head, but predominantly to the body. He's kept the tempo high, Liddard.
What's been impressive, he's young. He's 21 years of age. Composure, always constantly relaxing, never tense up, nothing. And the eagerness, especially if you've got a target in front of you that can be hit. Even though he's tough, you can still see it be hit. When you can punch, and you have that power that obviously has already proven he has. The temptation to want to grip your teeth and really just drive him right through him is there all the time. But he knows that he's up against experienced guys. He has to go through the boxing round numbers, if you will, and he stayed to the plan. It was a really good, really mature display.
Again, I mean, that was brilliant work from Liddard there. You can't fault him. The effort's there. He's trying to stop Kramer. It really is. But Hungarian, he's tough as they come. He's taking some big shots, but
I think he's trying to stop him without trying too hard to stop him. I think
the tempo's there, but
he might get, if he tries too hard, he might actually get the stoppage. But there's a risk factor there that he makes a mistake. I think no, he's not making no mistakes. He's staying nice and tidy and neat, but still always looking. If there's an opportunity, he's making sure he throws the right punch and making sure he punches through the target.
It's just a bit of everything, isn't there, Sky? He can fight on the back foot, he sits in the pocket, he's so accomplished for such a young fighter. He looks very, very good already.
The true meaning of a boxer fighter, I think, with George Liddard, you can get a bit of everything, which is, it's exciting. It's an ideal kind of fighter to be, really, because you're going to impress the eye of someone who loves a boxer, you're going to impress the eye of someone who loves a puncher, and he does it all. So. And
there's still more to come. You know, his 5th fight this evening.
And also going it looks like he's not going the distance twice. If he does see the final bell, going the distance twice, 2 fights on a spin will not do him any harm at all. No, I think if anything, he'll realise, because he is going to go through levels. All the things that work for him now won't work for him. He is a guy who's coming forward, so he is a target in front of you, so he's going to be in bigger, harder tests. So to learn that now everyone crumbles when you hurt them or hit them is an invaluable lesson.
And that's the word there, learn. You know, you're learning. He's an accomplished fighter, very good amateur pedigree, but it's in these occasions, these moments under the bright lights, live on TV, etc., where you learn your trade, and he would have learned, like you said, an awful lot in his previous one and in here this evening against a tough game Hungarian Peter Kramer. But that was a very, very impressive performance from the unbeaten Billericay fighter, George Liddard. He'll be over the moon with that. So will coach Tony Sims. You can see in shot now. A familiar corner to me, Tony Sims, Peter Sims, Bill Moran, Mark Seltzer. Tremendous camp. They really are calm, composed, and you just see Tony Sims quickly get out the ring. He's got a busy night in front of him this evening. He'll be going back to the dressing room to go and look after Jimmy Sains, who's next out, but it's all about this man right now, George Liddard, talking to Peter Sims. Very good display.
He did a good job tonight, really good. You know, again, invaluable 6 rounds. They look back on, he'd be disappointed he didn't get the stoppage, because he was maybe there for him at times, but he was composed throughout. He didn't try too hard, looking for silly shots. Made very few mistakes, and all the groundwork he did in those first 2-3 rounds, I would say, made it an easier fight for him down the stretch.
Yeah, brilliant performance from George Liddard. David Diamante's got the verdict, so let's hand over to him now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds here at the Oval Arena at Wembley, we go to A-star referee Michael Alexander's scorecard. And just to mention, he did not one time have to break up the fighters during this contest. He scores at about 60-54. For your winner, he's still undefeated, the Billericay Bomber, George Little.
Get his arm raised at the end there, and rightly so. It was a tremendous victory from the young man. Punch perfect.
Very, very good fighter.
All right, I'm going to ask you again, would you grade him? That seems to be the theme of the evening.
Barry got out of grading when it was his turn.
He does what he wants. He goes rogue, Barry.
I left school at 12. I don't know what grading is.
Right, we've got the young fighter from Billericay. He makes his way down to our reporter, Jamie Ward. Let's hear if we can get a grading from the young man himself.
George Liddard, congratulations. A victory for West Ham United, which I know you'll be very happy about. Your beloved West Ham. 6 rounds banked for you and a 5th professional victory for yourself as well. Like I say, I'm only guessing, but I imagine as a double celebration Saturday, that might be pretty good.
100%. It couldn't have gone any better, really, could it? Got the win. West Ham won. We are massive, and I am too.
Peter Kramer, a very tough man. That seems to have been the story of the night for the Before the Bell segment of this show, which can only be good. I know you were looking for the stoppage. You would have loved it for your fans, but to bank 6 rounds again, what positives can you take from that?
Listen, I learned a lot from the last fight. Sometimes it's going that 6 rounds. I know it's not exciting all the time, but I think we still put on a good performance for you all. So thank you all for coming out. Yeah, and I hope you're happy.
You hit him with everything, George, in the first 3 rounds. You can see having success here. He looked like he went in his shell, didn't really fancy much more of that. Credit to him for surviving, but did that make it difficult to land clean as the fight wore on?
Listen, all credit to my coach as well. He did say that. He said if I go out there a little bit fast, he said that he might tuck up and then I might not be able to get him out of there. So credit where credit's due. He said that. Sorry I didn't stick to the game plan too well, but you know, I still put on a good fight for the people and we got the win, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie, I know you're always a little bit biased for the locals, but George Liddard continuing to impress. Why is he a fighter that you see a bright future for?
Well, 1, he's got a lot of talent. 2, he works very, very hard. And 3, he's from Billericay, so he's got absolutely everything going for him. You know, I was up the high street today. It was completely dead because everyone was on their way to Wembley, and the following's really growing nicely. You know, he's a good lad, and we get behind our own, and he deserves all the support. And like I said, it's growing every single fight. He's got a great training team that I know, you know, is going to keep progressing him. I think that, like I said to Maisie as well, you've got to have the breaks as well. You know, he's had like 3 back-to-back camps, and they're all 8, 9, 10 weeks. But you know, he's a joy to work with because you know every day he's giving it 110%, and that's all you can ever ask for. And talent will determine how far he can go. We know that's domestic European titles. The plan for all our fighters is to get him to world level, and if everybody keeps supporting him, we're going to have good home and away days as well. And we're very proud of George Liddard, and I'm sure everyone in here is as well.
George, final message from you. I know that a lot of your supporters were probably at the London Stadium for West Ham's game today, made the sharpest trip from Stratford down here to Wembley Park. What's your final message for them tonight?
100%. I know obviously with the trains on strike it weren't too easy, but thank you all for getting here still. It means a lot. I see a couple of West Ham shirts up there. Come on, you Irons, and let's get this journey on the road and let's go win some titles.
Professional victory number 5, George Liddard. Congratulations, well done.
This is the main event of the evening. Whoa! He's produced a flawless performance.
Zerto is ready to remind the world what he's made of.
He knows what it takes to become a world champion.
Amanda is on fire tonight.
What a performance by Chantel Cameron.
One of the most exciting fighters of his generation. Big heavy hands again from Bam.
Bam Rodriguez, where are you?
And still the undisputed champion of the world.
had a brilliant segment here on Before the Bell, but live on DAZN at 7 p.m. This is the card that we bring to you. Ellie Scotney, the IBF World Bantamweight champion, takes on Laura Griffer. Then Rihanna Dixon takes on Katharina Fanders for the European lightweight title. Then the debutant, Jimmy Sains, takes on Strycek in a middleweight contest. Then the IBF International Cruiserweight title between Chevon Clark and Vasyl Duka. Do not blink in that one, and don't blink in tonight's main events either. It's going to be a cracker. I cannot wait. Barry, Sky, thank you very much. Make sure you tune in this evening. Well, we haven't got long, about just over 5 minutes, live on DAZN for that cracker of a card.
There's no fallback plan here. Boxing is my #1 goal.
I am a winner. You know, it's just me v me. It's me and the man in the mirror. It's as simple as that.
Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man.
That's what I'm training for, man. There's 12 rounds of war. Going over to London, man. That's where respect's earned.
Fighting for a world title in London is something like destiny, by any means necessary.
He's coming with nothing to lose and everything to gain.
We just got to go out there and fulfill my destiny. I am a winner, and I am going to win.